I'm not on TikTok at all. I have the app, but I haven't. I don't open that shit. I don't fucking use it because it's closed.
Yeah.
You go in there and it's just like there's nothing. I go into Instagram and watch reels and watch the craziest shit on Instagram, and Instagram just like, yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
I watch paranormal shit. I watch buildings collapsing. I watch boats running into fucking harbors and shit. Like all this crazy stuff.
The
Explosions.
Instagram community, dude, their comments are top tier.
They've got them. Instagram
if you see a video that you're like, what the hell did I just watch? Just open the comments just once.
Yep.
You will be in that comment section listen. Your significant other will be upset at the amount of times that video has played over and over
it's
and
looping
over as you're reading.
Turn
through
that
the
shit off. And you're like, well, I'm just going to turn it down because I'm only halfway through these comments.
So worth it. Okay.
Instagram comments for the win. 307 Reacts. I'm Matt. That's Chris. Look, we changed the lights. It only took us 4 days to do it, but we changed the lights. Yep. On the screen in front of us, we have the Nixon Rodeo. You saw Nothing Shameful on Monday. This is a offshoot of that band, or I guess just one of the members in this band is in that band. The song is called Counting Sheep. This is some of Chris's friends from Spokane. For anyone that didn't see the video on Monday or Tuesday or whichever day we decide to release these, explain to the fine folks about your friends in the Nixon Rodeo.
Wonderful band, Nixon Rodeo. If you guys haven't checked out any of their other stuff on YouTube, I highly suggest you do. I think they still have one of the best covers of Billie Jean by Michael Jackson I've ever heard. I think their version is the best. I haven't heard one better.
Did we listen to that? Have we done that?
We definitely did. I think we tried to do a reaction, but for some reason it wouldn't let us post it, or it was blocked in certain countries,
or we screwed it up and we didn't do something properly.
Who knows?
Well, it's been long enough. We could do it again. So, because I don't remember it.
Just excellent musicians, and they have been for a long time. They've been around a long time. This is the band we were talking about just a couple days ago. That they're not really interested in touring. They kind of hang out, do the hometown thing. But if you show up to one of their shows in Spokane, you're guaranteed 1,000 people.
They have,
sure.
and speaking of which, we're coming up on Thanksgiving here shortly.
Thanksgiving Throwdown.
They do a Thanksgiving Throwdown, and that's this is the. I think that's what. Yeah, that's what that flyer is for right there.
The boys Free the Jester are going to have 2 new songs out by then.
The one they did, I think that was from last year. The last one that they did. The photos that I saw from that show,
insane.
I can't believe it. It's like, and no offense, not to discount these guys at all. It's like a bunch of famous bands came to town, and everyone showed up to watch the famous bands. Only it was just like local bands.
Yeah,
and that is
insane,
quintessential what you want as a local band. It's so
you're
cool.
Guaranteed crowd surfing. You're guaranteed at least 3 fights, mosh pits. I mean,
wild
it's
drunk
a good
people
time.
Doing the whole thing. And just giveaways, raffles, auctions, tickets, food. Family fun, the whole thing. These guys are awesome. They're really good. Yeah. They're really good dudes. I think we've had at least one of their videos on our page. If you go type in 307 Reacts Nixon Rodeo.
The last one we did was that cool thing where somebody made them that box with all the different, had the little pill bottle in the thing and a little piece of shattered glass.
Oh, yeah.
I forget the name of that song.
I can't remember either. I'm horrible with song names. Regardless, we're going to get into some local stuff here. We decided we are rolling back into our slew of
big hitters.
New release stuff. The Home Frees, the McDonald's, the Calhouns, the Fat Electricians, the Stephen Hees, the Brandon Ferrises, all of that. We're going to get back into all of that. We're just kind of working our way into it. You got to give us time, people. We got a ton of stuff to do.
We've been away a long time.
We can only do it one day at a time, so this is just kind of, we're going to have some offshoots every now and then. This is one of those offshoots. Got to support the boys. We love our friends up in Spokane, so so we're just going to do it. We're going to hit it. This is the official music video called Counting Sheep. Let's go, shall we?
Let's get it.
Like, comment, subscribe. Love it. Already love it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Boy, Brett.
Single string guitar, just
watching closely and listening up, but you don't even know what's up. It's like a TV show on episode 3. It's on your phone and not your TV. This ain't a game show. It's become the ultimate test. When you gonna give it a rest? All I ever wanted was to not argue, something that we could never do. We can
there a platform in the crowd right now?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hell yeah, dude.
No matter when I left, it was too early to...
God, those crispy guitar tones.
And the drums, dude. The drums are slamming. I love the swing feel to it, like the ding, 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 ding.
Oh shit! It's the SS Rodeo. He is on an inflatable raft.
Oh my God!
crowd.
Yes, he is.
That is something they've been doing for 10+ years.
I was also going to make mention. So in some of these clips that we've seen, Ethan is like the stand in the crowd.
Yeah.
Ethan is out there singing.
Yeah.
And the bass player has taken over on drums.
Well, maybe their current setup that may be.
Yeah. That's what it looked like.
Back
to
in
me.
the day when I saw their live shows, which was a long time ago, they had their sound guy. Their sound guy who would run like their onstage monitors and shit.
Yeah.
He would go fill in for the drums. Ethan would come out and do a screaming section during a song and then come back.
All right.
But he always went out on a raft if the venue allowed it.
That is fucking brilliant.
If the venue
That's
didn't
brilliant.
allow it, he was just crawling on shoulders.
What an
bro.
awesome
Like,
way to crowd surf. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm going to crowd surf, but instead of being all awkward and like handsy and grabby, I'm going to throw this thing out there first.
And I'm going to jump on it,
And then
I'm going to do my thing.
Dude, that is brilliant.
It's awesome.
We talked about it on Monday's episode where the Nixon Rodeo and Nothing Shameful, they're just super creative. They have these creative ways of keeping people like entertained and having a ton of fun. There is a 50. Oh no, it's just the cab. There's a semi truck driving down my street.
Tiny street.
And I was gonna say nobody knows, but I live in a very small neighborhood.
I'm amazed that guy gets that thing backed into his driveway.
Pretty impressive. I don't think I've ever seen him actually driving it. Anyways, sorry. They're very creative. They have a really good way of keeping the audience captivated and like being entertaining, and that's really what it takes to get these big crowds at shows,
Ethan
man.
is I mean, they're all great on stage, but Ethan is a pro-former. Okay,
I can tell.
Pro-former.
I can tell just by watching some of his performances that like he is definitely like
there,
he's a front man for sure. A front man that plays drums, and that's a huge combination.
Yeah.
So
and that's a good combination to have in your band.
Oh, it's an awesome combination. As a front man and a drummer, I understand the role you must take in those kind of situations, and you have to nail it. You got to be that guy for sure.
Fucking nail it.
Let's go. I love those giant fans on stage too, dude. That's awesome.
They're like lit up.
Super cool.
No matter when I left, it was too early to leave. I owe you my whole life is what it's
that's
going to
incredible.
be. You would never try and pretend that you cared until you fed the sheep the lies while they sat and stared. I am over this, the drama I won't miss. Turn your head in anger, I just wanted a kiss, a kiss, a kiss. The lies, the fucking lies.
Hell yeah.
This has become the end of days we knew. Sooner or later it was something we had to do. Don't wanna fight
DW 9000 pedals. I use the same ones.
I can't take no more.
Classic.
It don't matter if I'm wrong or if I'm right. You fucked up my life.
Now he's just on some dude's shoulders.
Try to say this. I won't fight. You made up your mind to destroy mine, but I'm moving on. Please
Fuck
remember,
yeah, boys, get 'em.
I can't forget, moving forward, but
Dude, so good.
Let's go.
the end of days we knew. Sooner or later it was something we had to do. Don't wanna fight no more. I can't take no more. It don't matter if I'm wrong or if I'm right. You fucked up my life.
Love that little Mason 212. That's dope. James Hill, man. James Hill, Amplified Wax. Yeah, dude. I have a Nixon Rodeo tank top that the boys so graciously and gratefully sent us. Well, me. Did they send you a shirt too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I wear that shit to work almost every day. Because it's one of the only tank tops that I have, and it's awesome. So I just like to support the dudes. And they sent us we have a couple things. I think I've got some stuff up there. They sent us like a whole slew of like little stickers and some flyers and things like that. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, it was super funny camo from Free the Jester and Not Green Day. We went and watched Not Green Day, and he's like, "Oh, you're wearing one of the Nixons." Like, he was kind of surprised to see Matt, a person he hasn't met in person, wearing a Nixon Rodeo shirt in Wyoming.
Oh yeah, I was wearing that tank top that night, huh?
Yeah,
I was like, gotta represent, dude. Gotta represent the boys, man. That's right. He's all, dude, I love that Nixon shirt. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I was wearing it. Yeah. Just out here representing, man.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Jimmy does such good work, man.
He does. Listen, if you're a rock band and you got bones to burn, okay, you got lots of cash to just travel out there and put together an album.
Yep.
That's probably the best place you're gonna get it.
I was just gonna mention, like, I know these guys are shelling out for his recordings now. They may get a little bit of a bro rate because they've been with him for a long time, and you know, and he kind of knows their setup, knows what to expect when they come in. He knows they're gonna be well practiced and well rehearsed. Knows he's gonna know their parts. So they might get a little bit of a bro rate through him, but I know just based on the studio alone and the productions that are coming out of there, like his work is not cheap. You pay for quality work and you pay for experience mostly. Like you pay a mechanic good money because you're not paying for. You're partially paying for his tools, but a lot of it you're paying for his experience and like the fact that he knows how to do things better and faster than you know how to do things and more reliably. You know, and like part of what you're paying him, he uses to pay for his tools. You know, so he can do the job a little quicker.
Vicious cycle. It never goes home. Somehow it never makes it home.
Never makes it home. It just stays right there in the shop. It's just a cycle of money just moving around. God. Yeah, and Jimmy Hill, I can imagine, is probably not cheap, but totally worth it. And if you get the experience, you're in a band, you want to go up and do some recording, and you want to guarantee that you're going to get quality work.
And that's the thing. Anybody that's ever come out of that studio, I asked Ethan before we went in and did a signal with Jimmy. I said, what should I expect? Like, what do I need to be doing? He said, dude, that click, shove that click up your ass, okay, because you are going to need it.
I was just going to say, too, studios are not magic. Studios are not a place where an inexperienced band comes in and all of a sudden comes out famous and has this insanely good recording. Studios rely on the bands coming in knowing their shit and knowing what to do when you get in there. If you book with a big time studio and you have never done it before and you come in, that you're going to waste all of your money and you're going to get a terrible recording because you're going to waste all the engineers' time setting up gear and dialing in sounds.
You might not get a horrible recording, but you're definitely going to spend way more than what it's worth.
You're going to, exactly. And the engineer isn't going to respect you at the end of the day because you're not practiced. And like a big part of getting a quality recording is knowing your shit when you go in. Yeah. Like be well rehearsed going into a studio, especially if you're paying big money.
And here's your shit. Here's the thing, like what we do around here in Casper is like we're helping those smaller bands who haven't done the major recording thing be like, listen, dude, it's okay to come in here. Now, we expect a certain amount of professionalism, okay?
Send me some demos before you come in. You should have a song all the way through when you come in, you know? Like, whether or not you can play it all the way through every single time, we'll work on that. We'll figure it out. Not a big deal. But like, you should have an idea.
The 10-4-10 boys came in, like, basically at ground zero.
Yep.
And we were like, listen, bro, like that click you have, and I mean, it was a tough 2 days.
It was
to get him in here and get him going.
Their drummer went home absolutely defeated on day one. And to be honest, that's where he should be. That's good. Because he came back in after like a few days of that and he just fucking slaved.
Yeah.
And they just did a recording in Colorado Springs and their producer in Colorado Springs made mention, thank God you guys work well with the click. You guys know how to stay on a click.
By the way, you know who that producer was? The guitar player for Saving Abel.
Yep. Yep.
We out here teaching people shit.
Putting on the training wheels so the boys can add to their resume and go do bigger and better things. That's kind of what we're doing. We're like a stepping stone for that kind of thing. And to be honest, like I feel like I could work with a multitude. I would love to have a band come in that knew their shit that we could just plug everything in and just take off and do some dope recordings.
Yeah.
But for now, we're just kind of doing whoever wants to come in and spend some time and a little bit of cash, we'll help them out.
And that's the thing. Like Nixon Rodeo has done this for so long. Nixon Rodeo has given something for the local Spokane scene to look up to.
For sure. Yep.
Because, like, everybody wanted to be Nixon Rodeo.
Yep.
And that took years and years and years of practice and songwriting and recording and in and out of the studio and doing the thing. and like you don't get what they had overnight.
It's experience.
And a lot of bands kind of get hit in the face with that when they kind of, like, oh, I want to be like those guys. I think I can do the thing. And then they're nice enough to go up and, hey, you've been doing this a while. Like, what's some advice you have? And they give them solid advice.
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
Make sure you're practicing. Be a slave to the click.
Yep.
Don't record before you're ready. Like,
change your strings a week before you go in, not the day that you go in. Like,
Yeah.
or at least a few days before you go in.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into it. You can't just. I know that the allure is. I'm in a band. We have to get recordings done. Like, I just want to get into a studio right away. And a lot of the times, 9 times out of 10, you're not ready for the studio. You're just not ready. I've experienced that twice at 2 different studios.
I did it at Amplified Wax.
Thought I knew my shit.
There.
Was ready to go. And about 3 days into our session, the engineer was just like, dude, you got to get this.
Oh,
like,
we were there for a single, and we booked a full day. And bro, if we didn't finish that thing at the squeak of the bell,
doors are closing, boys. Like, you got to get it now.
Yeah. It was. We were not ready, but I learned a lot, and like I would have rather spent the money here,
right? Sure, yeah.
Rather than
exactly.
And Jimmy Hill fucking killed it. Bro.
I'd rather spend the money at a place that can do the same quality of work. Well, similar quality of work. I won't say same because. But will also help me put on the training wheels a little bit so that when I go to that next studio, I can walk in and not piss off the engineer right away.
Yeah.
Because like I said, 9 times out of 10, bands are not ready, and it happens all over the place.
Yeah.
And I speak from experience for sure. But yeah, that was 5 out of 5 work from the boys, man. Spokane representing, Jimmy Hill representing, Ethan Harrison representing, Sean. Whatever his last name was, representing. Can't remember the rest of the guys' names, but yeah, all you boys out there doing the damn thing, and it sounds awesome, and you guys are great entertainers, I'm excited to have you guys come down to Wyoming or surrounding area whenever you guys come through. Let us know, even if it's like a couple-hour drive up to Montana or whatever. If we got to go that route, we'll do it. We'll make it happen. It's awesome. I can't wait to see you guys live.
If you guys enjoyed today's episode as much as we did, be sure to throw a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang, and be sure to go follow the boys from Nixon Rodeo, man.
Absolutely.
They still putting out tracks after all these years. They have tons of member changes. They've gone through a lot of, personal and, I mean, just like every other band in the world, guys. They have gone through the shit and put in their time, and they deserve
a little love. Yeah, so help them out.
We will see you guys next time, and, watch out for them raccoons out there, okay? I've been seeing them in my neighborhood, bro. Fucking menace.
Trash bandits.
Bow.
Trash bandits. Watch out for them raccoons out there.
Watch out for them raccoons out there.
I've been seeing them in my neighborhood, bro.
Fucking menace.